Greetings and welcome back to my channel. It's your Divine Soul Sister, Shaki, coming in, back in the building after sharing some of my little personal business on my last video. But if you are new to this channel is all about spiritual development, self-mastery, progress, your life's journey, and me sharing parts of my journey to help you have some more introspection and insight into your own, developing your intuition and allowing that, your Ori, to guide you. So nevertheless, my last video was about me never having experienced a healthy relationship. I am understanding that my transparency is needed in this space and time for other individuals. And, you know, I'm bold enough and big enough of a woman to share with you those things that at times are painful. You know, I've shared quite a few things that's painful on this channel. But if you're new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber, so you can always hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. I typically post one video a week. Now, I'm way off kilter because so much has been happening in my life that I've just not been inclined to make a video. Spirit has had me really digging deep and doing some work up in all of my self-care and, you know, my process is to make sure that I am balanced, I am grounded, and I am giving the best of me that I have to give. With all that being said, I wanted to share briefly a few things about what's going on as far as me. I am finally going through the process of legally changing my name. For some people, that may not be a big deal, but for me, it's huge. I have some reservations about it, even though most people call me by Ashaki. That is not my birth name. And I'm going through the paperwork now. It's a lot involved. I have to go to court and all these things in my state. Every state has their own set of requirements. But I'm at a point now where, you know, it is that time. So all of my licenses, I hold quite a few, will be changed as well, and so on and so forth. But I'm excited about it, this new chapter in my life, and I really want this process to be completed before the year ends as we go into a new decade, 2020. So I'm super excited about that. I am now an Abarisha, which is my lineage is New African Vodun. I think I spoke about that briefly. My godmother is Iyalosha Osinyemi Akalatunde. She is here on YouTube, known by her business Got to Be Oshun. And my life has shifted. But what I have seen since becoming an Abarisha and joining this Ile is that those things that I have still been holding on to have really had to, you know, have fallen by the wayside. That as people, practices, even my mindset, because practicing and studying an African traditional religion is very, very different. For me, even though my family held on to a lot of African customs and cultural things, they were practicing Christianity. And I had a few outliers of people that were part of the nation, you know, gods, so nation of gods and earths, as well as, you know, practicing Islam, but no one that was fully invested in African traditional religions from this perspective, as far as dedicating their life to it. It seems as soon as I received my Elekes, things started to happen, and some of them were very negative, but it had to happen. I feel as though certain things had to happen to push me out of the comfort of convenience and unhealthy attachments to people, places, things, mindsets, and so on and so forth. Even in perspective of spirituality, being so celestial based is not an African mindset at all. It is terrestrial based, is earth based, is dealing, you know, and after going back to my family's old farmland in the community in which they used to live and hearing from them my ancestors, calling out from that land. And not only that, things happen, all the synchronicities prior to me receiving the elect age. So I've been researching my family for quite some time. I've been able to trace one of my lines of family back to 1800, which is huge for people that are stolen Africans, so to speak, as myself. Being able to trace your lineage back all the way over 200 years ago in this country. With that being said, it is no mistake that these ancestors made themselves be known to me prior to me receiving the elect gaze, because ancestral reverence and honoring is huge in the tradition. Calling their names is huge. It's an integral part of the practice. So all these things just fell into place. And I, although it's not been easy since receiving my elect gaze in any sense of the word, I'm grateful because I'm right where I need to be at this given time. And I'm able to sit with myself and really evaluate my decisions in my life. Because the decisions that you make affect not only this life, but, people that are your children, generations that are connected to you, the ancestors and the descendants that are to come. So, it's making me really take pause and really reflect on who I am as a woman and understand that my decisions can't be selfish in nature, really. I have to really consider the repercussions of the decisions that I make. That is beautiful. Gaining a family, a spiritual family, is huge. Not to say that my blood family and I don't get along, but I don't have very many that I'm very close with. That's just the fact of that's just the truth of it. But having a spiritual family that supports you, that loves you through your issues, that sends such good energy is, I am eternally grateful for that. It, traveling to Florida also allowed me to spend time with my sister, my oldest sister, and my niece. Being in her home, eating at her table, sharing laughs, going shopping. It was edifying to my spirit. We are children of the same Father. And our, being able to share stories of him and, memories, because my father has transitioned into the spiritual realm. And then her being older than me, being able to share things about our family that I did not know, things about our grandmother and things such as this. It was a blessing to me to be able to share that, and I can't wait to go back and see her again. And my niece is just beautiful and lovely, and I was so happy to be around her also. So that's another thing. I have decided to relaunch my African products and accessories business. Mother Africa. I started Mother Africa in 2014, and it's really fallen by the wayside. I just wasn't feeling it. And then it seemed like we were inundated with a lot of businesses. However, there are people that exist in this world that do want to shop with me. And they like my eye for things. I have an eye for beauty. I just do. I know what hair wraps look nice. I know how to tie them, as you can see. I love the apparel side and the accessories and things such as this. So I'm going to start off with, some head wraps and some jewelry. And we'll see where it goes from there. So I'm excited about that. And then as far as the Divine Soul, my spiritual business, my baby, my, my purpose, I am going to be creating some products coming up very soon. So I'm going to have some divine sets, divine teas, and things such as this. So stay tuned for that. They'll be on my website when I've created them and really put some energy into them, some prayers onto them. And hopefully they will bring you whatever that is that you seek. Each will be having, will have a particular intention. like a restore and a chill and those things. So I'm excited about it. My creative juices are flowing in this time. We're moving into a season where, there's a lot of reflection, and solitude and quiet because the weather's turning colder. So people typically aren't out as much. But for me, for whatever reason, the cocoon is good for me. It's good for me to be in my own space and in that little hibernation, because that's when I'm able to reflect and to think and create. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm happy that you are here. This channel, I anticipate some changes, just because, we evolve, and I'm progressing. I'm not the young lady that started this channel years ago speaking about, revolutionary things. I'm not her anymore. I'm just another version of her, as I evolve and I'm understanding more and more the importance of being true to self. Even though self has many faces, but being true to whatever, for that given space and time. That was what that was for that time. This is what this is for now. So I'm honoring that and supporting myself by taking great care of myself along this journey. So hopefully you will continue on this journey with me. It's so great to be able to share this space. I hope this channel grows. It is my intention that it will grow. And if there are any topics that you are interested in me expounding upon or sharing any jewels about, please feel free to comment below if this, resonates with you at all, or any of my other videos. Make sure you like it, share it with someone. If you haven't subscribed and you've been, kind of hovering over it, just go ahead and push it, because I'm just going to get doper. That's all that's going to happen. I'm get doper. But anyway, I'm just joking. Not really, but just joking. But I hope you have a beautiful day whenever you're watching this. Beautiful day, evening, night. And I'll holler at you all soon. Peace.